take the double shot, do not ingest any other caffeine, given any other caffeine from soda, tea, coffee, or any other source for 24 hours. So right now I can feel I got the pulse rate of a fucking 80-year-old on Viagra. And,
okay, yeah.
So I'll try not to slur my speech from the meth mouth thing going. Too many warm colors. See, if I put it right here, then it's where I could pull something up, and it's not affecting either of your shots, I think. That's actually perfectly out of frame on both, isn't it?
Yeah, perfect. There you go.
You got a case called Timbuk's?
Timbuk2 is a company.
Oh, okay. I thought that was an S. There you go. As compared to Timbuk3, the pseudo-alt band from
where
Austin.
the name came from. Timbuk3. The guy who started Timbuk2 liked Timbuk3.
I like the fact they did a song about the future so bright I gotta wear shades, and that ended up being as bright as it got for them, and they never... Although I saw Where Are They Now, or One Hit Wonders thing on them, and apparently the dude still performs, and they were a married couple when they were a band. Now they're split up, but they're still on amicable terms, and he performs under the name, and I think she's like a high school teacher in San Diego or some shit.
They're originally from Austin.
Yeah, no, I know. That was like one of our big claims to fame. The two alt bands from Austin that really made it back in the 80s were Timbuk3, the Butthole Surfers to a small degree, and then Charlie Sexton, who had a top 40 hit with Beat So Lonely when he was 17 years old. And again, that was about far as he got, you know. They did the Archangels for a while, but that was about far as he got. And I never really liked the Archangels, personally. As Gibby used to put it, because KLBJ had like a local licks show they did that was all about Austin music, he was like, just because you lick locally doesn't mean it don't suck. Which could be a theme of many girls I've gone out with, actually. Or you about to say, Kate, what?
They used to play Bone Crusher.
Yeah.
KLBJ.
Yeah, Bone Crusher, Soul Hat. Hey, Bone Crusher, please don't crush my bones. And then there was bands that were big in Austin, never got big anywhere else, like Joe Rockhead, and Retarded Elf, and Pocket Fisherman, and what was one? Somebody brought up one the other day, and I went, oh my god, I haven't thought of them. Yeah. So how we met? Let's see. I'd started off at 101X, and after a few different series of events, got transferred to producing the morning show, which is my last gig before they let me, unceremoniously let me go. And so previous hosts had you on, and they wanted to know if you were any good, and they wanted me to kind of pre-screen you and shit. And you didn't have a running vehicle, which was a common theme I've noticed over the last 15 years. And you've always got vehicles, they just rarely run. And so I go out to the trailer park that you called home back then, because I needed to pre-screen you, and I needed to pick up some meth, and so I could kill two birds with one stone. And I go out there, and you're working on the trailer, and we start talking, and you said, well, let me do a read for you so you can see how good I am. And I went, all right. And so I gave you my birthday, and you plug it into your little computer thingy, and you start looking stuff up, and you go, well, you know, there's all kinds of life-changing events. There's good and there's bad, and you're about to go through one that you're going to think is bad. But trust me, dude, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be like just the silver cloud, or the dark cloud with a silver lining of all silver linings. The most incredible thing you've ever gone through in your life. And the next day, my mom died. Since you're kind of a mama's boy, being how a trailer park guy, you don't know who your dad is, it was, it kind of hit you when my mom passed. But you didn't find out about it until 6 weeks later, because we finally have you on the show, right? And much against my protest, because you had said I was going to have this great event, and Mom died, so I'm like, this guy doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. But they get you on the show because we needed filler, and it was ratings week. And you come on, I tell you what happened, and being a mama's boy, because you don't know who your daddy is, you kind of freak out, and so you look me up, you go, well, career-wise, you're at least on the right path. That I could say with certainty. Radio is the place for you to be. You got the voice for radio, you got the talent for radio, you got the face for radio, which in hindsight, I don't know quite how to take that last one. And so anyway, so 24 hours later, I got fired. And at the time, you were doing a reading out at the trailer from a girlfriend who was this 18-year-old redheaded stripper, which are three things you should never go for in a girlfriend. Never date strippers, never date redheads, never date teenagers. And even if you're a teenager, don't date teenagers. And so, because they're fucking mental. And strippers, fucking mental. Redheads, fucking mental. And so anyway, so I go out and I tell you what happened, and you freak out, and you're like, well, I guess what you need to do is just whenever I do readings for you, do the opposite of everything I say, you know. And so we go that way for a few years, and you kept me around. We became friends, and I still to this day think we became friends because I freaked you out because you couldn't do reads for me that were worth a shit. And next thing I know, you know, you're doing this big read, this big yearly thing you used to do where you would print out, you know, a chart for a year and advice for every month of the year and all this, and you charge people out the ass for this, but you always did for me for free because I was the anomaly you couldn't figure out. I walk up and look over your shoulder through this haze of cigar smoke, because we both had been smoking at the time, and I point out that you know, my birthday was 1971, 1970. Once you did that, my whole chart went like 90 degrees, and then all your stuff made sense. And so I guess the moral to the story is, you know, never give you astrological information when you're trying to level your trailer with fix-a-flat. Although in my defense, I never could figure out why you try to put a pool table in a trailer anyway, but I guess it's got to be level when you do it.